Welcome everybody, and awesome that you're watching to a brand new squad builder. And if you want to see more, by clicking the I button you can build yourself a 50k, a 100k, a 500k hybrid at dating. If you're ready to win every single game in FUT 22's ultimate team but you're out of coins and you want to get the players you always dream about, don't worry, head over to u7buy.com using my link in the description, and don't forget to use the code Fifa for an extra 5% discount. Welcome everybody, awesome that you're watching. And if you want to see a hybrid for 50k, 100k, 500k, 1 million, by clicking the I button you can check the full playlist and you can match your budget. So in this episode we're focusing on a 250k hybrid from the Spanish La Liga. We're going to the Bundesliga and a mix of the Premier League as well. Hold the bench, you will find yourself an incredible squad as well. Almost a full Premier League side with one of my most beloved players. I got him in a pack opening, and that is road to the final, Arturo Vidal. For the very first time in my career, I'm crossing my fingers that Inter can win the Champions League. So guys, don't worry, every single player on the bench is incredible. They're not cheap. For around 500k you can build that team as well, but let's focus on the hybrid and start with that right away. Starting the episode off with one of the most valuable players in this episode, and that is the goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma, 89 rated, makes him the highest rated player in this team with 60k, also one of the most valuable players. But boy, you get something back, especially in the weekend league against higher division rivals. This man will save your ass an incredible amount of times. Why? Because he is 6'6", his reach is huge with long shots, with reflexes. This is the guy to get. Plus, in and around the penalty box, he's quick with his feet. He's quick into action if he wants to stop a shot from nearby. So for me, Gianluigi Donnarumma was an incredible investment because he saved me numerous times that took me to Division 2 with this squad. And that for 250k, well, it's a joke, but it's real. We are moving to the right hand side with one of my favorite center backs, and that is Lacroix. I tried to get a Serie A squad in this as well, but I couldn't do it. I had Koulibaly, I had Vidal, but then the price would be too big. So we have to go and save our money a little bit, and with Lacroix, who went down in price big time, we are making a great start because he's super quick, lightning fast, like Speedy Gonzalez, like the Roadrunner in Looney Tunes. That is what Lacroix does for your team. And what makes me even more special, he mixes that up with great aerial abilities, a good standing and sliding tackle, great positioning, plus his physicality. Overall, he is just a monster you should not let go of. We are creating a perfect link at the right hand side with Mbabu, and I'm using these players all over the squad builders because a hybrid with Lacroix and Mbabu, you can make red lines, you can have overpowered players, and you can use them to lower your price because Mbabu alongside Lacroix at the moment will be going for around 15 to 20k in a combo deal I'm talking about. So yes, a great start, but in another way you can also go for different players. You need a French center back, but if you get that, every other ability is there. So for example, Lenglet of Barcelona with Serginho Dest, it's also okay. Down to the left hand side, and then we find Kimpembe. If you want to lower the cost on this team, you could go for Diallo. You need a center back of Paris Saint-Germain to keep the chemistry full with Gianluigi Donnarumma. So it's either Marquinhos, but he's even more expensive, Kimpembe, or Diallo. In either way, you get a great center back. I'm going for Kimpembe because I got him in a pack opening, so I'm using him in this team because he's one of the best center backs out there. He is super quick, super strong, great in his tackling. So for me, Kimpembe is a revelation in this FIFA game alongside Lacroix. Trust me guys, if you build a team, it feels like cheap. On the left hand position we find Camara. The left back of OJ Senise in Ivory Coast is a cheap bastard in this video, but he's a solid player. What does that mean? He's always playing on a respectable level, and that is what you want at the moment. He's very quick, he's great defensively, but a very big but on the ball, he's horrifying. So don't make him give that pass to the left winger. Just make it easy peasy. Give the pass to the center back, to the center mid. Easy passes, or else Camara will feel like a 77 rated card. If you use him only defensively, he feels like 87. Then we'll go into the midfield, starting off with a Fofana. Not Wesley Fofana of Leicester City. Nope, Fofana from Ivory Coast and Racing Club de Lens. With that, having a perfect link with Camara. I like that. dead links that are the red links. I like that in a hybrid. The more the dead links, the better, the cooler the squad I think it is for a hybrid. You can see Fofana almost being a Red Gullet gang member, and you can make him a Red Gullet gang member by giving him an upgrade with a nice chemistry style, and then you get yourself for 11k a player that has every single stat higher than 80, and trust me, he's worth it. On the right hand side, we put Nabil Fekir, but listen up, and this is why people that listen to my videos are way more successful than clicking through the end, because Nabil Fekir starts as a CDM, but at the start of the game, every single time, you will switch him with the man I'm putting you on the center mid position. I will show you that in a couple of seconds, because that's important. If you don't change it, the team doesn't feel complete. So if you're listening to this, great job, because you're one step away of being successful. The player I was talking about is Chouameni, a second inform card in the squad. I like inform cards, and for a very cheap price as well, around 11k, just like Fofana, you get yourself 2 inform cards who are both 82 rated but have the stats easily of an 86 rated player. For example, Valverde, Frankie de Jong, they're higher rated, more expensive, but Fofana and Chouameni bring the same on the pitch. And as I told you with Fekir, Chouameni in the game is moving to the CDM spot, and Fekir is becoming the cam. Moving to the right hand side, and we build the perfect link in the Spanish La Liga with Ousmane Dembele. In real life, I'm not quite sure where the guy is, always injured or not playing or not match fit, I'm not quite sure, but in the FIFA game he's a legend for several years in a row. Ousmane Dembele has the quick feet, has the dribbling skills, has the speed, plus he can score a goal, also not very unimportant. So with Ousmane Dembele, you have everything your opponent hates and you love. You can hurt them in the back with running deep, but you can also hurt them with dribbling or doing 1-2 touches and shooting in and around the penalty box. And with that said and done, with Ousmane Dembele, my team feels so strong that I actually think I can't lose. Down to the right hand side, and there we find Marcus Rashford, probably the most expensive player in this episode. With around 70,000 coins, you get yourself the mean, clean killing machine of Manchester United. He is Ousmane Dembele, but then even quicker, stronger, and better shooting. So if you love Ousmane, you will love Marcus Rashford even more, because as I told you, he has it all, the total package. You can even play as a striker if you want to switch it in game, because Rashford is a man we all love, and I'm actually hoping one day in FIFA he will be a striker at the start, because then his overpowered meta feeling will be super good, like you never mentioned before. Completing the team in a very cheap and cheeky way with Antonio Martial. Anthony is there, and Anthony Martial is a great player, super cheap, but he's one of the most used players, even by the pro players who are playing FUT Champions or even want to win prize money with their squad, because Martial is so dirty cheap. He's from France, he's easy to use in a hybrid to link different competitions, like I'm using him to link the Spanish La Liga, Dembele, with the Premier League and his teammate Marcus Rashford. And Anthony Martial is not only that, you can see it in the video clip compilation, he's also the top scorer of this team. I used Aubameyang a lot of times, Timo Werner, I love him as well, but there is nobody touching Anthony Martial in this squad, because with this hybrid, he's the king of the hill and my top scorer. But don't click away, I have my player instructions set up and my team instructions, and they are just even more important than the players you will use. Well guys, we keep it simple, but simple is effective. We're going to the width to 40, that's okay. The depth, it's 50, it's 40, it's okay, whatever you desire. The build of play, we want it quick, we want it fast, we want Marcus Rashford, we want Ousmane Dembele to be launched as attackers. The chance creating, you want it balanced. The width, 30, because you want Rashford and Ousmane Dembele playing close to the striker Antonio Martial and putting pressure on the defensive line. That's nice. The players in the box, I'm putting a 1 or 2 extra boxes in it. With the corner kicks and free kicks, you can see I'm pulling them back. I don't want to be hit by counterattacks. As I tell you guys, it's simple, but it's effective. Let's head over to the player instructions, and once again, I will keep it simple for everybody. If you're starting in FIFA, it doesn't matter. I will keep it simple so your team will feel so godly. We're going with the goalkeeper, well, comfort crosses, sweeper keeper, he does a great job. The whole defensive line is staying back, simple is it. Then we have the 2 CDMs, make them stay back, cover the center or cover the wing, play with it a little bit, what does feel the best for you, use it. I I'm using cover wing, cover center. It depends on the formation and the cam. You're not touching the center mid player. Fekir will be that in the game, and Fekir will be there untouchable. Right wing, left wing. Cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box with chance creating. That's all you need to do, and the striker get in behind as well. As I told you guys, if you listen to my instructions, this team is easy to build, super sweaty to play with, and it will bring you loads of goals. What I used a lot of times was playing the ball down the wing, using my midfielders to get in behind, or doing a double tap with the winger and then playing into the striker, and the midfielders will run in behind, and you have the choice to shoot, to pass it back to the wing, or to make a through ball to one of the midfielders. And that is how I like to do that. I scored numerous goals with Nabil Fekir, just playing as a second striker type of guy, because Martial was great, but Fekir, he surprised me a lot. His car this year is explosive, but he is so cheap. I thought, what is wrong with this guy? Well, nothing. He was a god for me. So guys, if you loved the video, if you try to build a team, give a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and put on the notification bell. And by clicking the I button, more for you is in store.